and welcome to my build of the spot-on BMW Isetta bubble car, and this one turns out rather nice, if I may say so. And I bought it originally in a lot of other cars, and I thought I got a full one, but as can be seen, the rear chassis is a weak point on this casting, and it had broken off along with the rear wheels, so I decided to go the custom way, as I don't think you can get the spares, and finding another that had a good chassis on, you may as well restore that. So I decided a custom was the way to go. As you can see there, it's only a thin part of the rear casting, and the wheels were made to fit in there, and a lot are on eBay snapped with missing rear wheels. So what I've done, I've bought some brass plates of the correct gauge, so I can cut it up and remanufacture, well, I can fabricate the rear lip to go in the rear. Here I am just scribing the brass up, just putting a scribe line along it with me O-ring tool. Quite a simple task really. Just gives you the line to go off. Instead of drawing on with a pen, you scribe in with a sharp edge. Then once I'd done that, I clamped it in my vise to the line and used my rotary tool on it. It gave the bonus, I cleaned the top edge of my vise up as well. Then I burred it down with my rotary tool. Cut again, and here I am cutting what remains of the old lip off the casting, cleaning it up, etc. So it's ready for the brass to be glued on with super glue. And here I am cutting off the wheels that are remaining on the chassis. Snapped it off there. And here I'm drilling, ready for tapping the body on for the front plate. And here I've drilled out the rivet for the roof, and I've just pressed the screen out and just undoing it from the vise and take it out. And there we are done, and here we have the caustic soda bath of doom. There it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Well, it stopped fairly quickly actually, because there's not a lot to see, and we'll be off this any second. As you see, the blue flakes are starting to drop off. Can't see the car, so let's go on to the next phase. And here I am with a wire brush wheel, just cleaning up the oxidisation off the casting. Quite a nice sweet little casting. It made a nice change that spot on, which was Triang, and they were manufactured in Northern Ireland. They decided to do the 4-wheel, and Corgi did the Heinkel 3-wheel bubble car. And there we are, I've cut it off, it's all glued up into shape, and I'm just making the tag now for the rear end, so it can clip into the recess. And there we go, all nicely sorted. Here I've put a brass tubing in, ready to re-wheel it with new alloys. And there I'm cutting them down after I've super glued them in. That's the rear axle one. I'm actually using a razor saw for that. And there we have, the rear axle is on now. Blub 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 blub. I actually drilled out the centre of the wheels because the bar was a little bit thicker than the tubing, so I drilled out the internal diameter of the tubing to fit in the axles. And here I'm just filing down the bodywork just to get off some nasty seam lines that were on it that didn't correspond with any body panels, make it look a little bit nice. And gradually filing it away. It's just, they didn't correspond to any body panels, so it'd have been where they found the mould fitted better together at the factory, I guess, for ease of production. And here, I'm just filing the inner parts of the wheel arches, just to get off. There was a nasty little burr on the inside, so I'm just filing to get rid of that burr. And next up, we're starting spray painting, starting with a bit of the primer, just to see if there's any nasty things on it, but I couldn't see any. I don't think there were, if I remember rightly. It's quite a nice clean casting and looking good, just ready for going. Don't know whether there we go. Here we go, spraying. Wondered how long it'd take me, but there we go. Just spraying on. All it is cheap pound shop primer. I don't use anything else. Seems to be good enough stuff. And still spraying some on, making sure it gets a good coating. And I'd decided early on that this was going to be like a green lacquer, because I picked a set of alloys that had red rims on the alloys, so I thought that'll pair up with green nice. And here I am spraying the base. There's one of the wheels dropped off there at that point, but I'll be putting it back on. Really, most put a nick in the axle and then drop a little bit of super glue jelly, but I've just pushed them in. They were quite tight. By drilling the axles and the axle size, they were quite tight. And next up, I put it in a silver colour for spraying the lacquer on top of it. It's a spray chrome, they call it. It's slightly under a chromey finish, a bit more like an aluminium finish, brushed aluminium, when you compare it to a Molotov pen, but it'd still pass for chrome on larger chroma areas, I guess. And next up, I start spraying the colour coats. What I did for the colour coats, I mixed some Umbro clear green, and I mixed in some cellulose lacquer that had gold flakes in it, so I mixed it all together and spread the flake and green on together. And really I've just left it as it is. I was thinking of putting a clear over the top, but I eventually didn't bother with that for an idea, so I just sprayed it with the Umbro green mixed with clear lacquer with flake in it, a gold flake it was. So here we are, colour building up gradually. Just taking a sip of my Kool-Aid. I have discovered the American product Kool-Aid, and it's pretty cool. Keeping me happy here in isolation. Well, I say isolation, I'm on the front line of it, this lot. And already had 2 close calls, too close for comfort really. So, I'm out, well, not every day. My work dictates I do 3 13-hour days a week, so I'm in all this weekend, hey ho. For me problems though, hopefully we'll have a full staff, but if we like the other day, it should be a battle royale again, but somehow we always manage to get through the day. Anyway, enough of me issues at work. Actually, I enjoy it, but it's just filling in time while this colour's building up, really. And there we are, I'm off again. Just watch the dust rising around. It's really about time I decided on getting a spray booth. I think that will be my purchase next month. And still building the green up. You can't really see it good on this, so I think at some point I'm gonna go to a 4K camera so it can pick up these flakes. You can see the odd sparkle out of it, but nothing great really. But yeah, I do put these flakes on and it does look very pretty. But I want to discover a better clear coat, or a better way of doing it, and better flakes for it, and a better camera to pick them up. I mean, I don't think I'll ever get to what's his name's level, diecast resurrection, but I think I can do better than I'm doing presently, and that's a good way to think of it and head out, sorting it out. But there we go. I think this one's the last lot, or second to last lot of me doing the colour coat. I think I hold it up for a short time at the end to basically show the final job for the colour coat. I think here we come. Any second now. Coming up. And there we go. You can just pick the flakes up in it every now and again and glisten in it. And here we go with the blubs, I think. If I remember right. Oh no, not blubs yet. Doing a bit of painting. This one's doing a bit of painting with a Molotov. Just doing bits of silver. I could do with retouching up now after the, what do you call it, roundabout thing, turntable. Jeez, memory's atrocious. But yeah, I think really I should start as well at points, leaving them longer to dry, because really on this it would have been absolutely storming, but I've got a couple of marks in the paint through being impatient and touching it. I should really allow a day so the paint can dry, can cure better with cellulose. But mind you, having said that, the cellulose I used was pretty dry, slow at drying this time, so I don't think it was particularly the temperature, because we've got warmer days at the moment, but for some reason it was slower. So in the future it's something to bear in mind. either warm my room up or whatever, or leave till the day after even. But here I am painting on details like bumper. And here's the chassis, basically doing a blub 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 back. And that's her, and blub 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 back on with the body. And here's a reminder of where we started. Basically, a worn out tatty old triangle spot on BMW Isetta 4-wheel bubble car. Very, very plain one, very, very broken. And ready for some TLC. 10 pints of lager and a curry. No, not that. Tender loving care. And here's where we finished with. In a splendid custom colour. Beautiful wheels that go with it a treat. And all the chassis repaired. And basically looking very, very nice. And oh, there we go, it picks up the flake a little bit. Like, it's tricky, I don't know whether it's a 4K camera I really need or whether it's better lighting. I think better lighting would go a great deal towards picking up the flake. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this build. If you have, please by all means press to subscribe. Even better, ring the bell notification for notifications. I have to say a great thanks to all my subscribers, which is brilliant. I've not got a lot by any means, but they are growing as days go by. I don't know, I'm just waiting for that fine bit that just pushes you rapidly. Anyway, thanks for watching and bye for now.